I like Speedos. So anyway, we got some epic legendary catching going on. Articuno, finally, taken down, along with Lugia. Love it. Lots of fun, lots of problems. Now, everybody knows that they were released out in the PokeFest when the entire nightmare happened, where people are kind of considering it a disaster. Well, I mean, if a disaster ends with 2 legendaries being released to pretty much everybody who walks in, that's a disaster I wouldn't have mind being a part of.
Hello!
That's Boogie. He wants to talk to the head.
Hello, everybody! Is that copyright? Thank God.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's all you ever have is copyright problems these days in YouTube world. It's actually pretty obnoxious. You use a song, they say it's free, and then they change your minds down the line, and all of a sudden you get a copyright, and YouTube goes, no, no, no. Like, whoa, wait a minute. That was a year ago. Yeah, that's the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. That was Little Boogie. So, as everybody knows, the problem here now is that even though everybody's calling it a disaster, it was actually pretty good success for actual players. Fine, you didn't get to do whatever, but you really kind of still got everything you were going to get. You just didn't get to play the game, which is still kind of a funny thing. I mean, I guess it's kind of like going to Comic-Con or something. You're not watching the movie, but you get to see the people, and you get to get the cool stuff and everything else, so I really can't blame them too much. I mean, it was kind of a nightmare, but they did refund everyone's tickets. And the funny part, though, was that people that were just, like, standing up against the fence that was around the park, and they were doing the same exact activities with the game if they could actually play it. And some of those people actually had better reception than the people that were inside the park. So, I don't know. It's just funny when you think about it. Anyway, so here's a little problem, though, that has to do with the rates. You can't do it alone. I know people are saying, oh, you know, and I put out a video recently with the solo. Yeah, I've tried. I tried with 1 person. You know, I've tried with 2 people. I've tried with 3, 4. In my personal opinion, you need a minimum of 10 decently ranked people, or decently leveled people, at least level 33 to 34, with some pretty maxed out good stuff. Now, the reason I say this is because, you know, I've been doing a lot of testing having to do with the game itself and singles and everything else. Now, I've tried all types of different combinations on exactly how the best and most efficient and least amount of players it takes to actually take down a legendary Pokemon. Now, what I found out is basically 1 decently leveled, you got a Dragonite that's 3,200, so on and so forth. Blissey, in my opinion, I'll get to that in another time, because I think Blissey is the key to everything, as sickening as that makes me feel in my stomach. But 1 person decently level can take out 10% of a legendary. So, if you're any good at math, 10 times 10 is 100. I think, yeah. 10 times, yeah, it is. So, you basically need 10 people within that time frame. And it all comes down to time. I mean, you could do it with 1 person if you had enough time, but you don't. You know, that timer is just, it's, oh my God. But, you know, you just see it ticking down, and it's like, and the other problem is you have to have a group of people that'll actually stick together. It's not like anything happens if you leave. I've been in a couple where it's like, you know, 3 people, and I'm like, screw it, I'll try it. And then you go and you try it, and all of a sudden, like, 2 minutes in, or not 2 minutes in, but like 30 seconds in, they're like, oh, well, there's no point in this, and they just leave. And then you're sitting there holding the bag. So, one of the other things you want to keep in mind, though, also, when you're trying to take down this whole legendary, because it's a crazy battle, and a lot of things can go wrong, and if you have your Pokemon in a bad order, it's going to completely screw you up too. You want to make sure you have the right powers, the right counters, and honestly, you want to kind of have the right team, because let's say, for example, you got an entire team of Vaporeon. As cool as that might look, you're going to have a serious issue on your hands with trying to take down Articuno. So, you know, because he throws that wonderful ice at you and everything else.
Hello.
And there's Tyler again. There's the Boogie. Boogie sticking his voice in.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
So, Tyler, what have you been doing lately? What games have you been playing?
Roblox.
Roblox?
Yes.
Loser.
Give me that thing.
We're gonna be making Tyler a helmet mask after I'm done with my, dare I say it, body that's almost completed. I'm hoping to have a preview for that soon. I got some damn 6-pack abs going on in this new body. Actually, it's more like a 9-pack. You'll see. Anyway, again, after Boogie decided to interrupt as usual. So basically what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your right counter set and everything else, and that seems to be a huge problem, because a lot of times when you're joining these groups that don't know each other, you're going to have a little bit of a problem because you don't know what kind of moveset they have. So of course it's the most efficient if you can go and get a group of people of at least 10 that you know and you know what their setups are, because it's not as easy as it seems. And that's one of the problems also. They're so tough, so difficult, so high level that it's like almost if you get one, you know, we've been lucky enough to do so, but if you're one of the lucky ones to get one, it's like, holy crap. And, you know, it's a hell of an achievement and a hell of an accomplishment. Now, they're going to be coming out with the other legendaries, and oh my god, I mean, when they get to Mewtwo, that is going to be a nightmare. Now, somebody else out there put out a video saying what happens if you use Ditto against a legendary. No, you don't get a legend. You don't. People are morons. I swear people put stuff out just to tick me off. Yeah, I don't know if people just know what annoys me or not, but, you know, people like to say that I'm one of the only YouTubers on here about Pokemon Go that actually speaks real, and I'm going to kind of do that right now. It's really cool, the whole legendary things. It's not as rare as it probably should be. It is rare as it should be to actually catch one, but the amount of people you need to actually get together is just, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's almost to the point of, like, it's not practical. It's just not. It was practical. I'll tell you what. It was practical when Pokemon first came out. Then it made a whole lot of sense because you had droves of people at every Pokestop. It's just not like that anymore. There's a whole lot more cheaters. There's a lot more hackers, spoofers, so on and so forth. So actually getting a group of your own people together, there are 10 people, 8 people, more than that. I mean, legendaries actually say on it when they pop up, they recommend 20 people. I mean, come on. So, yeah, I don't know where you're pulling these people out of. I'm more than happy if anybody in my particular area wants to get a raid group together. I'll join in. I'll have no problem. I'll put it on video and everything. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends, families, and goldfish to subscribe and all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time.